Guys, always be careful whenever you're playing with a girl's feelings because she will find a meme that it describes your exact situation. Doing. Like, that was like my
They
first.
didn't tell you?
No, like, that was my first video I ever shot. Like, I ain't never used no camera like that, no equipment, no microphone. You watching this right now, just whatever you
Stop
doing.
what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah, you could pause this and come back to it. Go run to career services right now. Go run upstairs
And
in
get
that
you
building.
a job, babe. 3, 2. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Plus One Podcast. I am your host, Casey Brown, and today I'm here with a very special guest. Y'all hear that train back there? No. And his name is...
My name is Joshua Ventures.
There we go.
I'm a multimedia major who recently just graduated in the greatest class of all time, the spring 2024, from the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, the one and only, the Yard. And now I currently work as a marketer in Magnolia, Arkansas. Yeah, I know. At SAU for Aramark, Fortune 500 company.
And one thing you like to promote about yourself.
I want to promote my brand and my cousin's brand. Shout out to my brand, Stay Wavy. So we do merch, we do video shoots, we do anything, whatever you need, we got it.
Okay.
And shout out my cousin, Aliens Not Zombies. Shout out Kobe, man. If you want some frames, you want some glasses, you want some hoodies, some hats, some shirts, some shorts, some jackets, whatever you want, just come tap in. We got it. Simple.
Okay. So now to the question that I just asked you. How did you hear about my podcast?
So I heard about your podcast through mutual friends
Okay.
and through Instagram.
Okay.
I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I saw you in the library studio, which I know very well. And I said, dang, I went up there the other day to go in the studio and I saw somebody in the studio.
Oh,
That was you.
it probably was me.
Oh. So I was like, I got to see more about this now. I
Yes.
got to see about this.
We film anywhere we can, as you can see.
Yes.
So, okay. Well, guys, that's about him. So now we're getting ready to get into the questions, but I'm not going to grill you too hard. So that way, we stay positive on here.
Oh, okay.
What first sparked your interest in visual storytelling, and how did you get started in the field?
Well, really, a lot of my life leading up until I probably got about 21 years old I was usually a visual, like just somebody who's always looking. I wasn't really like talkative. So I would always just notice a lot of things, notice patterns, see things probably from a different point of view than a lot of people see it. So, and I wasn't really good at expressing my emotions for a long time. So I kind of like mixed the two of it together. It was a way of like expressing my emotions, like how people do music and they put their heart out in music. I could put my heart out by letting you see something.
Okay, that's nice. So, how did you expand on, being able to express yourself from, what came easy to you, which was filmmaking?
So a lot of like my childhood, like the way I grew up, I wasn't really like feelings weren't a part of my life. Like it's more like my dad, he never showed no emotions. Like I've probably seen him cry. Dad, if you watch this, I ain't gonna tell everybody how many times you cried, but I only seen him do it a few times. So he don't really say too much. He just more of a doer. So that's how, as a boy, that's how I look up. I looked up to him, so I'm like, okay, I don't really need to talk a lot. I don't really need to like let everybody see how I'm feeling. I just need to get what I need to do done.
Right.
So
Okay, that's nice. That leads into my next question, which is, who are some of your role models that you have in the industry that you might want to mimic or, influenced your path in this space?
in the industry, as in like shooting music videos,
Yeah,
shooting
or
videos, filmography. Definitely like the specific styles. I really like Jordan Peele, Donald Glover. Like on the music video side, I really like laced visuals, colorful moolah. He shoots a lot of Chief Keef videos. Um, Really, kind of just somebody who does like you could tell a lot of the stories and what they're showing you. It's just something that only they saw in their mind.
Okay.
It's not a lot of what just your typical what you see
Every day.
every day. So
Okay. So I know you said you do music videos and you do other things that, are like, I wouldn't want to say basic, but like, like the regular things that videographers would do. But would you want to get into like sports media or something different other than, a creative space like that?
definitely. Shout out to Tay Benz. Tay Benz, if you watch this, shout out to you, my brother, because you will also were an inspiration. A lot of people in Pine Bluff not gonna give you your flowers. I'm gonna give you your flowers. Whenever I used to see you doing the high school games, and shout out to Marcel Goins, my first coach. So crazy thing is, I did get into sports media a long time ago. I did in my 10th grade year, I tried out for the basketball team, but I was really sorry. I ain't gonna lie, I was sorry. So I didn't make it. So they put me on the camera. And when I tell you, people used to like walk up to and see me like doing the camera, they used to clown me. They was like, "Oh my gosh, he's sorry. He on the camera, bro. Oh my gosh, ha 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 ha." And now I get paid to do it. So
Right.
it was
It's
more
your
like,
profession now.
right, it's a profession. So that kind of like was my intro to it. Then I seen Tay Benz. He did like a lot of Washington Chapel versus Pine Bluff High games. He did a lot of like highlight tapes. And when I was looking at it, I was like, this kind of looked like the stuff I was doing. I feel like I could do this too. I got a chance. I had to literally run down, find Cameo, get with Cameo, then get into it. And shout out to him for giving me the opportunity. Um, I'm gonna talk about something else about Cameo later.
Okay.
But shout out to him for that. And it kind of just let me like open the door to like doing D1 games. Like I've been able to be on the floor, direct streams, do a lot, especially with like the people around me. I had a great mentor through that last year. His name was Roger Robinson. He showed me more stuff than I ever known. He showed me how to do live streams, switching, how to direct certain broadcast systems. It was crazy. So it was really nice just to get into that.
That's nice. Okay, so what is your favorite medium to use? So like photography, videography, or filmmaking, and why?
I'll say filmmaking, cause it's like, so I have some films that I've actually sat down, wrote. I got TV shows. I've sat down, wrote long scripts for like a lot of like last year, a long time of last year, like from January to all the way till I graduated. I would be sitting in class, not paying a lick of attention, but I would be sitting there on my MacBook just like writing down stories. It's a series that I'm gonna make. I'm not gonna tell you when it's gonna drop, but it's gonna be called Out. Like it's a word in front of it, but I'm not gonna say it. It's basically about somebody who, no matter how hard he tries, he just can't get anything right, and
Oh
that's how
wow.
my life felt for a long time.
Oh,
So, but
it's nice for you
that's my
to
favorite medium.
keep, doing what you started with and pushing your emotions out through your work. That's nice. You gonna hire me as an actress? I'd love to act.
Definitely, I need actresses. Definitely.
I love for that to be my starting role. Okay, so what advice would you give to young black creatives trying to make their mark in social media or film? Because I know that's what you do for your job, which we're gonna go into next.
Do it. A lot of things. The only person that's holding you back is you. Just do it. And no matter if nobody's supporting you, no matter if nobody understands. If everybody can understand your dream, you ain't dreaming high enough. So just do whatever it is. Don't hesitate. Just do it.
Okay, so what is a typical day like for you in your job marketing at SAU? Even though I know what it is because I've done it. But I want you to tell the people what it's like for you.
Shout out Tierra for giving me the first glimpse of it. I'll say I wake up, think about life or how I even got here to this point. Then I go clock in, I sit down. Probably about 5 different people come in and knock on your door asking you to do a favor for them, which I don't have no problem with. I'm here to work. Well, okay. Then while you're doing their work, you report to 3 different bosses. So I have to do work from my one boss, the food service director, my other boss, the general manager, and then the marketing manager. So I got to do 3 different forms of one job. Make sure each one of them kind of like core lines. So like the other day, I had my marketing manager, Kyle,
Mhm.
he told me we had to do a fall fest for this year.
Mhm.
I went and told my GM, I ain't gonna say his name, but I went and told my GM, and he told me, like, nah.
Y'all ain't gonna do it?
He was like, nah, we gonna talk about this again on Monday.
Oh,
And it was like as soon as I told him, like his whole demeanor changed. He was smiley, like, then he,
sounds like a little pushback.
yeah, it sounded like, so it's a lot of pushback and a lot of graphic design. I should be sponsored by Canva at this point. I've been on Canva
Yeah, that
all
Canva
day.
Pro.
Canva Pro all day. And if I'm not on Canva, I'm out there with the students. And you got to listen to the students complain about the food. If they're not complaining about the food, they're complaining about the customer service. If they're not complaining about the customer service, then they're complaining about whatever. So you just gotta. It's really just like you gotta balance stuff all day. You gotta be able to have a good filter in your head of what's important. I need to get this done at this time. This, and just a lot of time management. So that's what it's like every single day until you clock out. You doing it all day.
Yeah, cause sometimes it it don't feel like your day is that long. Like it feel like some days you come in there and you could be doing the exact same thing you did yesterday, but
Hmm.
your day feels like it wasn't 7 hours or 8 hours. And then
Yeah.
you come in there the next day and you doing the exact same things you did yesterday, and it feels like it was 10 hours instead of eight
Yes.
hours. So yeah,
Yes.
I never even realized that marketing was like very up and down. Like it's very like it's like slow and then it's fast paced and then it's
Hmm.
slow and then it goes back again and it's like it's just so much happening at one time that you have to be like, okay, what can I do to get all this done with the most minimal effort as possible so I can do the other thing that I have to do while I do the thing that I have to do.
Yes. Yes. Literally, like some days you get in there at like 8 o'clock. It'd be about 2, 3 o'clock. You're like, I know it's 6 o'clock. I know it's time for me to clock out. And you look, it's just 2 o'clock, and you'd be so sad. But some days it do go by fast. Like some days you got some downtime. Like say you already did your events or you did what you had to do for the day. Now I'm probably sitting there working on a video or doing something else. But that's a rare
Once every
occasion.
3 weeks.
Yeah, once every blue moon, I get some downtime. So,
Okay. Can you walk us through your most memorable project that you've worked on and what made it stand out?
oh, that's a good question. Nobody ever asked me that question. Most memorable, okay. Most memorable for me, I was actually just telling your mom right before you came back up here. It was when I did my Walton Family Foundation internship. That probably was one of the greatest.
With Walmart?
Yeah, like the Walton. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, that was like the greatest summer of my life,
Did you go to
hands down.
Fayetteville or you went somewhere else?
We went to Fayetteville, Bentonville.
Yeah.
Then they shipped me out to Denver, and I was
Mhm.
out in Denver in Cherry Hills, or was it Cherry Creek? Cherry Creek. You look, go on y'all Google Maps right now. Look up Cherry Creek and look up what's around it. It's nothing but Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus's, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, like stores everywhere. The houses. I talked to one of the guys in the office out there. He stayed right across from me. He told me his house. Then this is in 22, y'all. So the price went up. Inflation is crazy. He told me his house. He bought it for 600, and in one summer it jumped up to 1.5,
What?
and now it's probably at least 3, because it just keeps going up. So They put me out there with a balcony, a one studio apartment. It had dimmers, wine coolers, all type of stuff. Like I was living lavish. Like I was feeling good. Then they shipped me out. The video part, they shipped me out to Yucatan. So I got to go to like you know how everybody when you go to Mexico or Yucatan you just go to Cozumel. No, they had me in the trenches. I was in the trenches in Mexico. Like it was like the resort, but like where I would sleep my head, where I lay my head down at. I was at a resort. But the
But where you
moment
was filming.
right, when we wake up, we're in the trenches like I ain't gonna say it was like gangs, but it was
It
something.
was harsh.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty rough. But I was on like staying on beaches. I ate seafood every day, seafood, lobster, steak, tacos, whatever you could think of. Like it was so. That was probably the best food I've ate all my life almost, except for like when my grandmama cooked it or something like that. But it was amazing, and the scenery. Like I used to wake up. I never forget that first day I touched down, y'all. What made it so memorable to me is because I didn't know what I was doing. Like that was like my
They
first.
didn't tell you.
No, like that was my first video I ever shot. Like I ain't never used no camera like that, no equipment, no microphone. I done got all the way out here.
The Lord blessed you.
Man, what? I'm sitting up here the night before we start filming. I swear, y'all, I'm up here on YouTube like, oh my, I'm trying to search on YouTube how to use this camera, how to use the microphone. I ain't got no service. Man, the Wi-Fi ain't working. I'm like, oh no. I wake up. They're like, all right, we go to shoot the film. We go to interview some people. Keep in mind, the people down here only speak Espanol. Nobody speak. Only speak Spanish. Nobody speak Espanol. Nobody is speaking English. So I went with two translators. They were just like the liaisons. So they got me out there, right? We get where we finna film, and I never told them I never did this before. So they're thinking like I'm already knowing what I'm doing. I'm sitting up here like, I'm trying to set up everything. I'm like, I hope I ain't losing. I'm trying to like get the frequency right on the microphones. It ain't working. I'm literally sweating. Like I'm like scared because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. They finna
They finna
fire
fire
me.
me.
They done got me all the way out here in Mexico and I don't know what I'm doing. They gonna take me back home and fire me. But God is good, y'all, cause I was playing around with that microphone, that lav mic for like 20 minutes at least. At least they're sitting here just staring at me like this.
Waiting on you.
Yeah, just waiting on me for 20
I know
minutes.
how that feel.
And I finally like I got in the headphones so I could hear the sound. I finally get the right frequency. I said yes, and I just record. And that first one, like I was like, okay, I guess this is kind of how I do it. So then I do the second one, then I do the third one. Then after that third one, like we went to a new location, and it was on after that. Like
You
I
had it
fell,
down after
yes,
that.
like I fell in love instantly. I was like, man, I could do this for the rest of my life. I'm traveling, just doing promos, recording people, doing whatever. And now that video that I did for the Walton Family Foundation is published on their website, and I've seen it come into fruition with Airmark. When we do sustainable seafoods, some of the vendors and places like the promos used to promote the vendors, it's in my name. So
That is so great.
yes, it's a blessing for real.
How did you get the internship?
Shout out Ms. Knowlton and
Career services?
Career Services.
Right, y'all, if you go to UAPB, go down there and talk to her.
Right now, if you watching this right now, just drop, just whatever you
Stop
doing.
what you're doing.
Yes, yeah, you could pause this and come back to it. Go run to Career Services right now. Go run upstairs
And
in
get
that
you
building.
a job, babe.
Get you a job, internship, whatever.
Everything.
They will help you if you just come with the right attitude, right work ethic. They will help you. For real. I help a lot. I help some of my other friends get a job because of that.
Yeah. Okay, so only a few more questions. I like to ask you some fun questions in between, all the hard, serious questions.
Okay.
So, if you were in a zombie apocalypse, which 3 people would you want on your team?
It could be any 3 people.
I mean, I'm not. There are no stipulations.
No stipulations. 3 people. Um, Dead or alive, like they could be
No,
dead.
they need to be alive.
Dang, I was gonna say Ken Vaughn. Um, I definitely. That's a tough question. I gotta find somebody that's like dangerous, like somebody that just don't care.
Just gonna drop them as
Just
soon as you see
right,
them.
just as soon as I see him, just drop him. Um, Probably. Okay, I need some entertainment, so I'll say Sade.
Who is that?
You never heard Sade?
Oh, Sade.
Sade,
Okay.
like the. No, I take that back. Give me Erica Badu.
Okay.
She might put a spell on him. You know. Give me Erica for starters, right?
Okay.
She gonna sing, keep us all at peace, and she might put a spell on him. I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say my brother, but he gonna act the fool. Like he might try to like. I don't know. He might try to fight the zombie or something, bro.
He might.
I don't know. I'm gonna say my Caucasian brother, Dakota, man. Shout out him. It's just one of those guys who he just don't care. He just do, you know what I'm saying? He just do what he want. He could drink a 16 pack of beer in probably like 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've never even had a beer, so.
Yeah, it just tastes like soggy bread. So I know he's built different. He's ready for the zombie apocalypse.
He's gotta be. Okay, one more person.
I'ma say, man, I was gonna say what's the dude? Probably Rondo #9. Yeah, Rondo #9. He's the guy from Chicago. He got locked up for and he has like that one infamous picture where he had like a rocket launcher on his shoulder. So if he could find a rocket launcher,
He can have some ammunition.
right,
and
he
stuff.
can have some
He's
ammunition.
definitely getting y'all out of there.
So I'ma need him on my team. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you got that from, get like 10 more of them. So
And y'all will be cool.
yeah, we'll be cool. How about you? Who you pick?
Okay. I don't want to have to bring nobody that I would have to carry with me. So sorry, family, you can't come. I can't take my mama, my sister, nothing. As much as I would love to protect y'all, I need someone who's going to help me. So, NBA YoungBoy, I take him.
That's a good pick. Good pick.
I would take. I need somebody like big though.
Right.
So, I don't know, like The Rock, I guess.
The Rock. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just need somebody muscular who can, like, move things, pick up things. If I need to be carried,
Right.
and run away, somebody to do that.
Right.
And then I guess I would need a girl so I could have somebody to have a meaningful conversation with.
Right. You gotta talk about life.
So, who would I take? But I need somebody who's gonna fight back too when, like, even though we sitting there talking. So I'll probably take Yana. I'll take Yana, my friend, yeah, because I know she gonna get down when it's time to get down, but we can still, talk and chill when it's time to talk and chill. So yeah, I think those would be my 3 people.
Yeah, you around with them real steppers.
Yeah, because we're gonna make it out. I gotta make it back to see if my family's okay, because I'm not taking them with me, so I need to know. I need to get back to them.
Yeah, I'm definitely not taking none of my family whatsoever. Y'all not finna slow me down, get us all killed. No, Sersky.
Okay. So, what is one of the most embarrassing trends you've ever followed?
Oh my God. Definitely the thought cuts. The thought cut. If you know what the thought cut is, like you remember like probably about 2016 where everybody had the Odell haircut. Like when they try to like dye their hair, it was like a fade. You know what I'm talking about?
No, you're gonna have to show me a picture so we can show it.
A thought cut. Go on your phone right. If you know what a thought cut is, you know what I'm talking about. The thought cut, man. That's what it's called.
That's what they called it?
The thought cut.
Oh,
Yes. See, okay, funny story. I definitely a day after the race for the cure, I was at my mom's beauty salon, and I was sitting there, just waiting on her to get done, And I've been wanting this thought cut for the longest because every light skinned dude, had the
Had
thought cut,
it.
had the thought cut. So I'm like, I want the thought cut. So I messed around. My mom come in there right after she get through getting her hair done. She like, Joshua, you want to go get a haircut? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I think she finna take me to the shop. She like, nah, the salon, it's a dude who do her hair. She like, yeah, he could do your hair. I was like, I don't know. She like, just do it, just come on. And she instigated. My mama a great instigator. That's why I'm a great instigator to this day. She just instigated and just prayed on my downfall. As soon as I got in that chair, man, he chopped me up. It looked good at first. It looked good. Like I'm thinking, like, oh, it looked good. I take a picture. I send it to like my group chat with my friends, and like it was like two of my brothers and these two other girls we had, and the girls like when I sent them the picture, the girls started to put some hard eyes. They was like, "Oh, you
Oh,
look
she thought you looked
good."
good.
I
Okay,
was like,
you
yeah,
thought
I
she
was
was
like,
fresh. Okay.
yeah. I go to school Monday. I walk in the building, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm feeling like the man. I'm just walking in like, oh, I know everybody just gonna, just be like, oh yeah, Josh, you look clean. I know everybody finna rock
They
with
started
it.
flaming you up.
You know you're through when you see a person do this exact mannerism to you. You see somebody do the like
You
they
got caught.
yes, like if they tap somebody else and point at you and look at you and laugh, you're done, bro. Dunzo. I'm talking like as soon as I walked in the gym, like when you walk in this gym, everybody has no choice but to look at you. So as soon as I walk in, I saw one person do it, then it was two, then 10, then 20,
Oh, you was
then 30.
popular
I was not popular.
for
It
them to
was, it
be
was
looking at you.
it was just the fact that it was me. Like as soon as that happened, like everybody started busting out laughing.
Oh my
They come
goodness.
over there. You know how they used to like slap the back of your head? They tried to slap the back of my head, man. And it was stunned too.
Oh
My,
my
it
goodness.
was a ball. He cut me low too. It was a ball fade, bro. It was bad, bro.
I don't know, cause I don't like. I didn't really follow that many trends. I guess my mother was very strict about our wardrobe and hairstyles and stuff. Apparently, and she doesn't look over here at me as I'm looking at her. Yep. So, I would say though, the one that I did follow that I probably should have let go a long time was elite socks. Like the different
Oh,
color elite socks, like matching them to your clothes and like putting them over your sweatpants and
mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Yeah,
At
that
least
wasn't
was hard
cute.
though. They was
They
hard
were,
though.
they were, but like it wasn't cute to be doing. Like I shouldn't have done it as long as I did. And I still only wear Nike socks to this day, but I don't wear elite socks anymore. I have grown out of that since then. So yeah, I think that was the most like not cute thing I guess I did because I don't really do like crazy trends with my hair or nothing like that. I'm real basic and bland. I follow what my mom did. So yeah, no. Other than that, not too much. I don't really like to be, I don't guess, trendy. I like to, stay comfortable. Sweatpants, shirt, jeans. Every once in a while, a nice little outfit. But after that, comfortable.
I feel that. I wore Crocs every single day all last year. Every time y'all would see me, I was wearing Crocs. It did not matter where. I wore Crocs to work every day. It was bad.
What? You could do that?
Yes, I worked right across the street at the Arts and Science building. I worked.
Oh.
You could ask them. I came in there every day. Sweatpants, Crocs, AirPods. Did not care.
Yeah. Okay. Last two questions. So, I mean, I feel as though you have, but I'm going to ask the question just for everybody else. Do you feel that you have found your passion? And based on your answer, I'll ask you a different question.
Definitely have found my passion and it is being behind the camera, shooting other people, making them happy, making them smile. Be happy with what I give them. They finished product.
Okay. What did you learn about yourself and how did you feel when you knew that this was your passion?
I'll say it was a lot because my passion at first was to be okay. Well, it's really different being in front of a camera and being behind the camera. Like it's like the same thing, but it's two different things. Kind of like videography and photography. It's two same medium, different different things. So I
Okay.
used to want to be like Stephen A. Be
You wanted to be a sportscaster?
I loved it. I could talk about basketball, football all day with somebody. Like I used to love it. But when I started doing stuff behind the camera, I was like, dang, that's like it just I
Felt
don't,
right.
right. It just felt right. Like it didn't just feel right within my heart. It felt right within my soul.
Okay. That's nice. I always ask people that because I want, whoever is watching this that's wanting to find their passion to know what that looks and feels like for them so that way they're not, wandering aimlessly.
Hmm.
Because for a long time before I started doing this, that's what I felt like I was doing.
Hmm.
So, last question. If you could switch lives with any cartoon character, who would it be and why?
Well, cartoon character.
Fictional, yeah, with any cartoon character, who would it be and why? Because I have my answer.
That's a good question, man. Cause I was finna say Batman, but I do not like getting
Ooh,
beat up.
Batman.
Cause he get paid. I'm trying to a little louder.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like somebody that's rich, somebody who got bands,
Like
man.
Richie Rich or something. Is that a cartoon or was he real? I think he was real. Richie Rich, the boy who was like a billionaire or whatever. Or what's his name? Not whoever Donald Duck's granddaddy is.
Oh yeah he got bands too. He
Yeah, he
got
got bands.
bands. It gotta be like animated.
Yes, his cartoon character.
You know what? Okay, this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm going with my dog Spider Man.
Okay.
I love Spider Man, bro. That's the realest dude ever, man. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with his love life and all that. But beside all that, man, I'm rocking with Spidey, man.
Okay.
What about you? Who you got?
I would be Isabella Garcia. I'm pretty sure it's her last name. Um, from Phineas and Ferb, because this is why I would be her. Okay. She had a front row seat to everything they did every day. She didn't pay. She went over there and she helped out. She had the most meaningful life I honestly could say. Like, other than Phineas and Ferb, she was like the third main character.
Yeah, that's true.
She had her own thing going on. She was the fireside leader, and she had her own, she had herself together. She did. She had a nice life. She lived right across the street from Phineas. And imagine if you were friends with people that built something every day.
Every day.
Every day they built something new. Every day. And all she had to do was go over there and say, "What you doing?" And they let her come for free. For free. They went to space. They did all kinds of stuff. And she went for free.
For the free ski.
For free.
Hypothetically speaking, as they would have got older, they probably would have got like crazier stuff. Like they could have been like, what you doing? Oh, I just built me a private jet. Y'all trying to go to Aruba? Y'all trying to go to Peru today?
Literally.
Like I just built a spaceship. I just built a money machine.
And she was smart. She went after the man with the plan. She didn't go after Ferb, who was just out there building. She went out after the man with the creativity.
You can't shade my boy Ferb.
No,
bro.
I'm not
was
saying, but he
chill.
liked
Oh,
Vanessa. He was into older
did.
women.
He did. He did
So-
that Vanessa though. He did.
So you didn't need to go after him. She was going where the mind was at. She was thinking, and that's what I like about her. She thought. So yeah, that's who I would be. Yeah,
Shout out Isabella.
yeah, Isabella, you did that, girl.
Shout out Dr. Doofenshmirtz too for actually being a good father though. He tried because he had a bad childhood and he tried to be a great
Yeah,
father.
actually, he did do his best. Like, it's not like he ran away and
Right.
like he didn't actually try to, have his daughter. If his ex-wife would call and say do this and that for his daughter, he would do it. He was planning birthday parties for her. Maybe not what she wanted per se,
The effort was there though.
but he did do his best.
For real. And like keep in mind, his own parents weren't there for his birth. like how
At
is
all.
that possible?
So yeah. Okay. Well, guys, we're getting ready to, cut, give ourselves a break, and then we'll come back with the other segments. All right, guys, we're back with our last three segments. So, of course, we're going to start with On Repeat. And this is where we talk about the music that's been resonating with us and that we've been listening to, recently. So, of course, as I always say, I let my guests go first. I'm pretty sure I let my guests go first. So, there you go.
I'm gonna say my three most songs in no particular order, but specifically in my rotation right now is A. Marie, Hating on You. I'm not hating on nobody, but it's a great song. Absolutely great song. Second is Samuel Shabazz, man. I Changed My Mind. It's a great song. Absolutely great song. And the third one, this gonna spark some controversy from the east side here, but it's definitely EBK Tate Savage, man, with HAN. They're definitely a great song to play in the car if you're late to work or you're speeding somewhere. You need something to kind of
Gives you
pick you
that,
up. Yeah, that lift up. It's like something you could slide down the block to.
Okay.
I like that. How about you? What you got?
Okay. I have Bad Morning by NBA Youngboy.
Oh,
And then I have Can't Let You Go by Fabulous. And then we were listening to like old songs in the car on our way up here. So I'm gonna do Leave You Alone by Jeezy and Neo.
oh, okay,
So
okay.
yeah, I'm a very, R&B kind of girl, but the Bad Morning was what I was listening to when I was getting ready. So everybody knows my first episode on here. I told y'all I love NBA YoungBoy. Listen to him all the time.
What's your favorite YoungBoy song?
Oh, I have three. Okay. Sticks with Me.
Okay.
What's Ten Talk?
Oh,
And it's really between Murder Business and let me go look at my likes because I got them all saved. The one I just can't stop playing is Big Truck and on his Don't Try This at Home album. That one's really good. But yeah, I listen to all his stuff though. Oh no. Scratch that. Dirty Stick.
oh.
His top album, amazing.
We got a gangster in the building, y'all.
I'm not a gangster.
I ain't know she was gangster like that,
I'm
man.
really not. I just like the beat. Like it just makes you want to, get up and go get it. It just makes you want to get up and do something. So, yeah, when I need that energy, that push, that's where I get it from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When you from here, you hear a lot of young boy, man. Like
I'm not even from here though. That's the
she
that's
not
the
from
thing.
here. Like she don't understand. Like if you from Pine Bluff, man, just going to Washington Chapel back in like 2017, 2018.
That's how they played.
That's all I'm telling you. Like the conversations we be sitting in class having the same conversation. It was always who better, NBA YoungBoy or Lil Baby? Because back then, Lil Baby, it was like that
Really
that,
popular.
that really popping Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Like them YoungBoy songs, I got. Right, I was just listening to it before I got here. I was listening to Right or Wrong with Future. Oh, Graffiti.
Oh, that's a
Graffiti.
good one.
We used to play that in the locker rooms, and I'm telling you, we was so turned. Like everybody, 2016, I got locked in the cell, and they ain't let me out. Money I'm talking, you know what I'm about. Like I'm telling you, that was a vibe. And the third one's tough because it's like it's a lot of memories associated with each YB song. Before 2020 for me. Before I say this, RIPG Money. RIP, bro, you ain't deserve it. Before I talk about your boy. But I'm going to say, I don't want to say Preach, but okay, it's a three-way tie. It's between Preach, Astronaut Kid, and probably, I used to love, what's the song? Blazing. I used to love Blazing though. I used to like that.
I haven't heard the last one, but the other two you talked about definitely have those saved.
Yeah. Shout out YB.
Yeah. You keep us going. I hope you, beat your case and stay on house arrest though, because we don't need you out here doing anything in the streets.
Yeah.
But I do hope you don't go to jail for life.
Yeah. They freed Thug too.
They
Yeah, we
did.
got Thug back. We got Thug back, man. Hey, y'all can take Dirk, man. Y'all can keep Dirk. I'll take if it's for Thug, I'll take Thug, man. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They need to release Pooh Shiesty. I'm trying to get back on his music. Cause he was real great. He was real popping before y'all took him in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, y'all need to release him so he can start putting out, those hits again. Cause after we lost all these 1017
the 1017 curse.
rappers, it was like left and right, left and right. They need to sign, like, as soon as you sign the contract, your insurance policy was up. I'm serious. Because it was too many people going back and forth.
I don't know what type of lawyers y'all got for that record label, but y'all need some better ones, man. Like,
Literally.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Shiesty case is tough, though, because he did get caught on camera with the
Yeah,
green,
with the bag, with the gun, in the car, with his license plate.
Yeah, like, he got cooked. Like, he cooked himself, but still for you. He ain't do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though that could have been him on the camera.
Could have.
But
been his Louis Vuitton bag.
Right, it could have been him, in Big R.I.P. Big Scar.
Yes.
R.I.P. Frozen. And Enchanting.
And Enchanting, that's what I'm saying.
R.I.P.
Like,
both now.
it's too many left and right going too crazy.
Yeah, free Fujiano. And they just dropped everybody from the label, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they just dropped the whole 1017. He dropped Big Fizzle, I think Big Walk Dog. Some other people too, I forgot who. But he dropped the whole label. So it's just Shiesty and Fujiano.
Yeah.
So free y'all.
Yeah, because when y'all get out, y'all need to make some hits.
Yeah.
Bangers
Definitely.
for the summer.
Definitely.
Okay. So let's go into our memes, me, my life. And I'll let you go first. Talk about yours, since you only have a picture, because mine has words.
So, bye.
You don't have to show them. It's going to play.
Okay,
Well,
so
it's going to show.
mine is definitely Lil Meech. Okay. If you ever watched BMF, you know that scene whenever he was outside of his mansion, where he was outside and the lady, you know what I'm saying, trying to be devil's advocate and trying to go over there, be all in his business and stuff. And he, looked away. He, closed his eyes a little bit. Yeah, that's how I feel 98% of my day when somebody asks me something crazy. That's exactly, I make this exact face, probably at
Trying
least.
to calm yourself.
Yes, you gotta filter out what you finna say before you say it. It's you gotta take a deep breath, a moment, just okay. So
That's yours. Okay. Mine says, an apology isn't the time to defend yourself, because it is not.
Oh, that's deep. Oh.
And my friend, she posted it on her Instagram story, and I saw it, and I was just like, yeah, this is perfect. It is not the time to defend yourself. It is the time to apologize, repent, and then move forward with a plan of how you both can move forward in the relationship, or if you want to move forward in the relationship. Then if they ask for explanation, then you may defend yourself. But you're not going to be able to, move forward if you start defensively. And so that's the point. Don't be defensive before, during, and after your apology. Only defend when it is time to. That is all.
For real.
Okay. Well, guys, this is the most exciting part. And you know what? Actually, it's crazy. My mom is watching this time. So it is time for the questions for me. And as I always say to everyone, be nice, because my mom is watching. And today she is actually watching. Because I told y'all earlier, she said that I wasn't her demographic. But today, today apparently I am. So I am ready for whatever you have to say.
Ooh.
No,
Oh, this
restrictions.
ain't gonna be off the wall.
Oh, well, I've had some off the wall questions, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, I got you. This is a sidebar for start. I do want to say, guys, always be careful whenever you're playing with a girl's feelings, because she will find a meme that describes your exact situation. With the quickness, you'll be like, dang, that was too specific. Yeah, she will find it for you.
Yeah, she got you.
She got you. She had it in the vault probably 2 months ago.
She probably intuitively thought this might come up. So I'm gonna save this, and then as soon as you did it, up on the close friends.
Yup. On the story, on the close friends.
That's it.
She might take some pictures, put it as the last slide. She like, dang, that's how we coming? Okay.
Yes.
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 So, okay, I got a few questions for you. I'm gonna get these out the way first, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna start off like, right. So my mom is also Alpha Rho.
Okay.
I love Alpha Rho. So, what is it like being inside of that life? What did you say the two biggest things that you gained from being Alpha?
Gained. Oh,
Like lessons that you took with you for life.
the number one lesson I want to say that I gained from it was that it is okay to be an individual and be a part of a group. That is the most important part because a lot of like the way I grew up was you were who you were and they liked you and accepted you and because of who you were as an individual to be a part of the group. Now it's not as easy, I would say, but you can still be it, if that makes sense. You can still be you and just be a part of the group. There are certain things you have to do to be a part, yes, but you can still be who you are and still be a part of the group. Now, that is hard to navigate if you've never been, a part of a team or you've never had siblings or, you've never had to actually be in that space where you had to, hold on to who you are and still be a part of an organization, I would say. So that's the biggest thing that I learned was that, everybody didn't grow up like that. Everybody didn't see it like that. And so you have to be able to deal with those people in the most positive and best ways possible. The second thing I would say that I learned was how easy it is to become popular. Like, it is very easy to become popular. Like, most people that I know that, not like for us per se, but like, I'd say like in Greeks, like as a whole, like even in like, the fraternities and sororities at PWIs and stuff like that. Like, it's not hard to be liked. It's hard to not be liked. It's hard to stick to yourself when you get into situations like that. So you have to go in there knowing what you came in there for and get that out of it. And then everything else around that is extra. So take whatever extra you want. But always keep in mind the goal, the community service, the networking, the connection with like-minded people. Find your crowd within the crowd. It's it's a lot of navigating and it can be a lot, especially when you first start, because you have a lot of stuff coming at you, especially when you're a neo. You got people looking at you and strolling and events to go to, and you have to be here and be there and have the newest paraphernalia. And it's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with if you want to keep up with it. But even if you don't have all that, I promise you, especially if you're in a fraternity, there will still be 10 pretty girls to want to look at you. It will. They're going to be there. If you're in a sorority, I promise you it will still be 20 males out there waiting on you as soon as you come out the door. So, if that's where you're going and that's what you want, all you got to do is make it to the end and you'll get it. But it's more than that. It's supposed to be more than that. And so go into it gaining more than just becoming popular. It is for your mental, emotional, and spiritual gain. So that way you can move forward and progress in life higher. So that way you can push the organization farther.
I hope y'all took notes on that. I hope somebody was writing that down.
Oh, I'm going to give y'all honorable mention. Learn this word, spell this word, look it up in the dictionary, see it when you close your eyes at night. Discretion. it will help you in life. Everybody doesn't need to know everything. And it's better for you to learn now what everything is than for you to learn it 10 years later down the line.
Oof.
Discretion is key. So remember that when you start, if you start, when you get in, once you get out. Discretion. Everybody's business is not your business at all. And don't take things personally. They don't have nothing to do with you. Okay.
Flawless answer. Fabulous answer, first of all. Second of all, my second question for you would be,
Okay.
so when, like, your journey just to get to this point, it's a lot of, like, mental aspects, mental, like, drainage, there's a lot that goes into just not just podcasting, but content creation as a whole. So you as a content creator, what would you say was probably like the biggest mental battle that you had to face, like to get to this point where you are and where you want to go?
Exactly what I just said, taking things personally. At first, I had a hard time with like putting out content because I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to say something specific. I wanted it to be something specific. I wanted it to get so many views. I wanted to get so many subscribers at a certain time. And I wanted to already have the lights and the cameras and the everything to start. But that's not how you start. You start by starting. So I got to a place and I got the things that I felt that I needed to be comfortable to start in the beginning. Like I already knew how I wanted things set up. I knew that like even when I was, in school, how I wanted to study. So I knew how I wanted to ask questions. I knew how I wanted to be represented. I knew how I wanted to look on camera. So if I know for a fact that even if somebody who has 1 million subscribers on here has lights in their room, guess what I'm going to have day one? I'm going to have lights. I'm going to need them. I don't know where I'm going to be. I could be in a hole in a cave. I'm going to need lights. I'm going to need a camera. I started out on my phone just because that's what I could afford. I begged and I pleaded for microphones because I knew I didn't want to take it from the phone audio. I had recorded videos on my phone before. I didn't like the way that looked. So for me to be comfortable, for me to just be able to get on here and talk and put out what I really wanted to put out here, I had to have what I felt was the bare minimum. And then after that, I can start to be creative. Then after that, I can start to create value for other people. And then after that, I can move forward with, building this into something that, makes me money or gets more notoriety because then I know where my brand is and who I am and myself. So it was mainly just getting over that hump of like, everything has to be perfect and knowing from day one that it wasn't.
It's a lot that goes into this, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you're starting or you're looking to start in content creation, just do it. Like she said, she started on her phone. I started on my phone. The first video I shot in Mexico was on my phone. I'm telling you, it's all about everything in life is a mental battle. Once you conquer your mind and once you're able to say, hey, man, this is what I want to do, seeking perfection is something that you're just starting, it's not going to happen. You got to learn how to start where you are and learn. You don't ever learn how to win in life until you learn how to, fail or, not get it how you want to. Everything is just adjusting in life. Like, you're not going to start off, like you said, you're not just going to drop one video, get 1 million subscribers, get 1 million views. There's people that happen to, but that's, a rare,
Case.
that's like,
And then they're also doing things like you also don't know what these people are doing behind the camera
right,
to
who's
get those
sponsoring
things.
them,
Exactly.
who's backing them,
You don't know
the
any of that.
platform. don't know.
And you also don't know what these people's lives are like when the camera goes off.
Facts.
So you don't want to say you want something like somebody else has, or to do something like somebody is, or whatever. Like you want to be on Baddies, you want to do this or be on Zeus and all that other stuff. You don't know what they're doing when the camera's cut off. You don't know what they're dealing with when they go home and get off the jet. You don't know. So you don't want to be in somebody else's place because you might not want to go through what they went through to get to there.
Right. You never know somebody's whole journey. Like everything that you see, whenever somebody say cut, when that director say and cut, that whole person life that you saw on that screen could be he could be a whole different person, completely different everything. Some people, it can get to their head where it's like you got a lot of famous people who, as soon as the director hit cut, they're nice on camera. As soon as they hit cut, they're a total they're just mean to everybody, mean spirited. As long as you just do what's in your vision, put out what's authentic to you, you can never lose. Don't be afraid to fail. If you're afraid to fail, you just want to get everything perfect, you'll never start.
Never. You'll never start. Because that was my problem. I was having excuses. Well, I don't have a camera. Well, I don't have lights. Well, I don't have microphones. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't have a name. It was all that. And then the thing is, I prayed about it. I did the work on myself to, be able to have better conversations with people. And then it was like every single excuse I had, God was like, well, what's the next excuse? What else? What's the reason now? And then I was at the end of the year, I was left with no more excuses. So as soon as I got back, as soon as 2024 started, I had to start because it was nothing left for me to say. So yeah, other questions.
So my next question for you is this one a different direction.
Okay.
So this kind of like I want to give you like 2-in-1.
Okay.
So
Don't laugh. You make me nervous.
how you feel about 50-50 and what makes a man like husband material to you?
Oh my goodness. Okay, we've talked about this probably 5 times on my podcast because I'm a very, 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 I am very vocal about this.
Oh.
I don't believe that 50-50 exists.
Amen.
I don't believe it exists. At some point in some relationship, it's like math. It's like a graph. Even when you have a circle, around the circle is not the same length at any point. So if you're going to do something and you're expecting to get something back, you're never going to receive the exact same thing in the exact same way from someone. That is never the expectation. Well, that is the expectation, but it's never going to be met because no one's like you and no one thinks like you. So there's no way nobody's going to be able to read your mind and think, oh, yeah, they would want this because I know what's in their head and I had the exact same life as them and I did the exact same thing. Now, here is what I do believe in. I believe in compatibility, and I also believe in love. Sorry, Disney Channel. So, I believe that if you love someone, you're willing to compromise. And if she doesn't want to go to work and she wants to stay at home with the kids and she wants to take care of you in a certain way, then you're going to have to give in where it's not being filled. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But if you don't want to do that, go get you somebody who wants to work and wants to take care of the kids and wants to come back and do everything, who has the energy and the will and want to do that. There's someone out there in the world to do that. I'm sure there is somewhere. You just have to be able to be compatible with them. You have to be honest about what you want. So to your second question, what do I consider husband material? I don't know where it is in the Bible. I'm going to have to read my Bible next year to figure that out. But whatever the Lord says is a good husband is what a good husband is. So I'm going to have to look that up, research that, and then I'll come back to y'all. But if I'm just going to take 3 characteristics out my head, clarity, being clear with your thoughts and your words. Like, don't beat around the bush and do all that. Let's just say what it is. So, without any emotion, and we can move forward without any emotion. The second thing I would like to say is emotional intelligence. Being able to know what to say and when to say it in the right time. Because, as everyone knows, women are more emotional creatures than males are, just scientifically, biologically. So, there's you're going to have to be able to deal with that if that's who you want to be with. Like I said, being able to be compatible and know who you're dealing with. And then the third thing I would say is creativity. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but being able to see things differently, being able to do things differently, like not being so trapped in a box and being able to, solve problems in a different way. Like, just because there's 100 different ways to skin a cat, but if you want to start at the right paw in the front and I want to start in the left paw at the back, then we can start on the stomach or something, just so that way, both of us are comfortable, because that's really what it's all about for a good, healthy relationship. It's both people being able to be comfortable and grow. And that starts, with the male who is the initiator. So we have to know how to do that to be able to lead that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great word that you said, emotional intelligence. Great, fantastic word, man. A lot of people, I read this, my pastor, he said a great, side, message. I'm going to say it probably was like 2 months ago. And he said, anger has your mouth moving faster than your brain. So you need to set a snare for your soul, be able to filter out, what you mean to say, how you feel. Because a lot of people, when you get mad, it just blurt out. And sometimes whatever you blurt out, you might not be able to take it back one day.
You won't be able to take it back. It's not a might.
So I know I asked you, what was, the biggest mental battle between, content creation. So what would you say is something what would you say is kind of like an expectation that you came in to, UAPB with, a mindset? What would you give, your overall thoughts of your experience at UAPB?
It went exactly how I thought it was going to go. That's exactly what I had to say. I went in thinking I was going to get out in 4 years on scholarship, and that's exactly what I did. Here is why. One, I am a third generation graduate from the school. So my grandparents, my parents, and my siblings went there. And then on top of that, I had already been on the campus in every other aspect except for the classroom. But the classroom is no different than when you leave high school. It's just faster pace, more information, and in a shorter, I would say, amount of time. So, as long as I knew how I learned and what I had to do to make sure that I stayed in the ramifications and the what's the word? The stipulations of my scholarship and whatever I had going on that was paying me on campus, that's what you have to do. Do your job first, and building yourself as a person and, your personal things come after. So I already had in my mind what I was going to do before I got here. So I already had a plan, and then I just went towards those goals. Everything else that I did outside of that was, extra. And like this, I didn't think I was going to start a podcast when I came, but I did know I wanted to do something different. So this was it. So it's like you just have to know, you have to go in with a goal. But that's with anything that you do. When you go to school, you need to know what you're going to do. because a lot of times people come in not knowing what they're going to do, not knowing how they're going to make it out, worrying about their money semester by semester. And if you don't know what you're doing, you at least need to be figuring out the questions to ask to be able to know where you're going. So that's where I would say to start if you're going to college, I guess. Know what questions to ask. Figure out what questions to ask. And you could chat GPT those now. Y'all have AI. I didn't have AI when I went to school. So lucky y'all. But I
Luckily.
would say 10 out of 10. I do it again. Same way. So, yeah.
Everything in life happened for a reason. Y'all got AI. Y'all could take the ACT, like separate parts of the ACT on separate days.
What?
Like they are spoiled. Spoiled, bro. Like,
Okay, next question.
the last one. So, what? Okay, this kind of like give me like three in one. So, like, what is like a song that you will always that sing to yourself? Like a song that kind of like motivates you, like it keeps you going every day,
Okay.
right? And if you could make a song with anybody in history, like just make a song, who would it be?
Okay. A song that I sing to myself to motivate myself. I don't know the name of the song, but it's a church song. I grew up AME. I went to church every single Sunday when I came down here for summers with my grandma, and it's one of like basically like the responses or whatever, like the call and response or whatever that they did. And I can't remember the words right now, but like when I'm having a bad day or like when I'm just like, you know, worried about something, the words basically say, nearer to God, to thee, is basically the words. So it just helps me to remind myself that, like, okay, like where you are right now, just get closer to God and you'll be okay.
Thanks.
Okay. And then anybody in history, I'm gonna have to pick two people because they're basically the same. Michael Jackson, Chris Brown.
Whoa, they basically the same. Whoa,
They are, they are, they are. I mean, Michael Jackson is great, amazing. 10 times the star power of Chris Brown, honestly, because people used to faint in
Yeah.
in the thing. But Chris Brown, best artist I've ever listened to, diehard fan. Okay, so yes, those would be the two. Well, guys, I don't want to run out and we not get to do the outro, so that has to be the end. I want to thank you so much for being here. This was amazing, setting up the space, everything. You have been a light, honestly.
Thank you for having me. I'll do it all over again.
Of course. Oh, I was looking. Well, I'll talk to you about this when we get off. So, guys, I want you guys to remember how you treat yourselves, how you treat others, and love more, be more, and add more positivity to the world. We're out.